Greetings and salutations, I am Vader Prime and welcome. And today we're playing Star Trek Online. And we're going to make a new character because they've brought out a new faction. The 23rd Century faction to be precise. That's the one with the original series. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so here we are at the character selection screen. I can see we've got a very old ship there, which I don't recognise. Though I do admit I've never actually watched this series completely. So let's make a character, shall we? Well, first of all, we're a bloke, so let's go to the male selection. Have I pressed the right button? Yep, so there's him. We have four races to pick from. Human. Then we have Andorian. Ear things up there. Then we've got a Tellarite, a big beard. Well, big nose. Then we have a Vulcan, like Spock, but younger. We're going to go with a human now. We're going to go with the tactical officer, because I've already got an engineering and science. So to mix things up, I'm going to go with the tactical. Plus I hear that's the most easiest. So let's go to appearances. So these are all the stuff we can have there, but I do believe that we've got to pay for this stuff. Which unfortunately I don't have any of the old money on here, I don't think. So we'll just keep with him. We can always change the face. But we're going to just keep it with him. Default character, as they say. And now we're going to go into the background. So we've got the captain name, then we've got the formal name, which is optional. So what should we have him down for, eh? I'm not too sure how I've got to it. I didn't think this through myself. I have an idea. Let's go for... Origin. Caps lock, that's good. Rick. Hunter. Yeah, that seems to be a pretty good one. Now we've got the name of the ship. What should we call our ship? I have an idea. Mac Ross. Yeah, that seems a good enough name. I'm not going to do a biography. That will take too long. And I'm not very good at putting what I mean, what I think in words. Well, first text anyway. So, let's go and engage. Ooh. Loads of that.
Captain's log, stardate 6147.4. We're orbiting planet Taurus 2 in the Murasaki 312 nebula. Our orders? Investigate the disappearance of a science vessel in this area. Search and rescue operations are about to commence.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key to talk with them.
Yep, I know that. Oh, thank you. We can even sit down in the chairs.
To move, use the W, A, S, and D keys. To look around, hold down the right mouse button and...
Yes, I know how to move. Ooh, we're sinking through the floor just then. Let's go speak to the captain, shall we? Captain, my captain.
Lieutenant, we've located the wreckage of a crashed ship down there. I need to get boots on the ground, find out what's going on. Take a landing party down to the surface. Assess the situation and look for survivors.
Certainly, sir. We'll be down
Not so fast. We can't use the transporters due to atmospheric interference. You'll need to take a shuttlecraft down. Use the sensors to locate a safe landing site.
Yeah, we'll find somewhere good. Let's go over here to this weird triangular pointy thing. The old iconic sounds. Oh, Captain.
Did you find a suitable landing area?
Yes, we did. Good size, rocky terrain.
Excellent. I've assigned Ensign Mears to your landing party. She's been to Taurus 2 before. Her insight will be quite valuable. Meet up with her and the others in the shuttle bay. Don't forget to grab a phaser in the armory on your way. From what I've read in Jim Kirk's report, Taurus 2 can get a little rough.
Oh, so I guess
Your current tasks will be displayed here.
Go away. I guess they must have done an episode in the original series. Hey, go and watch. I like that little detail there. It's not the Enterprise, it's that one. Engineering deck. Ooh, we're being beckoned by a beautiful woman. Let's have a talk with her.
Ensign Tarsi, reporting for duty. The captain's asked me to make sure you get back in one piece, and I intend to do just that.
Well, thank you. What a lovely shade of blue you're looking today.
Let's see. M-class planet. Barely. The Taurians are big, primitive, and quick to anger. I'd keep my phaser handy if I were you. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me to the armory, we can make sure your phaser is properly calibrated.
Ooh, calibrations. A bit like Garrus. Or Mass Effect. Also, don't we have a prime directive?
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are.
Go away. Don't we have a prime directive that says that we can't go to primitive planets? You know, something about making the locals think that we're gods and all. Not that I'm complaining.
Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press F to enter.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to press this button. Let's get the old weapon out, shall we? Ah. And shoot from the hip. Shoot again. And some more shooting. And I think we've had enough of that. Great, you can put the gun down. Go kill the people. That was very bad in our own fault. It's always quite Spartan, isn't it? Plain. What's that for? Ooh, hello, Mears.
Ensign Mears, reporting as ordered. I'm ready when you are. Though I can't say I'm happy to see Taurus 2 again.
Ooh, why is that, Ensign?
I was one of the so-called Galileo 7, a science team sent to study the Murasaki effect. Our shuttle crashed on Taurus 2.
Oh no!
Not all of us made it back to the Enterprise alive.
Did you? Again, you've got to be talking to me.
Thank you. You can see why I'm reluctant to return to such a place.
I don't want to go down there, it's primitive from the sounds of it.
Yes, of course you're right, Lieutenant. I am a Starfleet officer, and I will perform my duties. You can count on me.
That's always good. You're wearing a red shirt as well, or dress. Which means, if I remember this series, as much as I can, from the few episodes I have watched, the red shirts, or in your case skirt, die. Or this experience points. Up and away! Not a very big ship, that isn't. But we call it home. Touchdown. Let's talk to her.
Ugh. It's just as grim as I remember it here. My skin is crawling. I can't help but feel like the creatures are out there, watching us, waiting to attack.
Well, they might be.
Right. Okay. It appears the ship crashed somewhere north of here. There are 2 paths from here that lead to the crash site, and there may be survivors on both. I recommend you take Alpha Team along the northwestern path, and I'll take Beta to the northeast. We'll rendezvous at the main crash site.
Sounds good. Just don't die, you are a red shirt. Skirt. You know what I mean.
Remember, your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow.
Yeah, I already know that. I have but level 61 character, that's 60 character.
To sprint, tap the shift key.
I know. Oh, look.
Is that a warp nacelle? Wow. Big.
Use the V key to find anomalies.
Ooh, V key. I like that one. Ooh, deflector dish.
Definitely Federation tech here. What's left of a shuttlecraft's coolant assembly, according to my tricorder.
Yes, well, you don't need a tricorder to see the big honking deflector dish which the old style ships use. Loads of wreckage.
There's your crashed shuttle. What's left of it, anyway. Look, someone's over there. I think they're hurt.
I can train in first aid. Let me help you. I can put you in the recovery position.
Interactions can be interrupted by movement.
That is more fun.
Can I have a word, Lieutenant?
Can't tell anything about that.
Lieutenant, you won't be able to get close enough to revive him while that thing's venting plasma. Those valves should shut down the vents, though.
Now let's put you in the recovery position. I'll scan you with this light.
Thank you. We need to move. Those things, they're out there.
Loads of things actually. Got people specific. People rock, air, sky, blood.
Flores, look out! What do they feed these things? Never mind!
Just went straight through my lungs. I didn't need them anyway. Interesting how you did survive that crash after being torn apart. Shall we?
I'm Dr. Phineas Grogan, part of a research team studying the Murasaki effect. Well, I was before the ship crashed. I was looking for supplies when that thing roared. Got distracted and then that plasma coil blew. Damn near killed me.
Ah, so you weren't on there when it crashed.
You're telling me? We should get those supplies back to camp. Dr. Mueller's probably worried sick about it by now.
Agreed. I don't want to carry them. I'm not one for hard labor, I'm more for shooty. Well. Run. Survivors. You require to be put in a recovery position.
Am I glad to see you? We thought we were stranded here with those monsters.
Well, we have a ship, so we can get out of here pretty quickly if you like.
Those supplies you brought will come in handy while we wait. Just put them over there for now.
Yes.
You know, I think there's some old phaser rifles in there. Might come in handy against those creatures.
We'll find out.
There are some rifles in that crate. We should show the survivors how to shoot them. I'll set up some targets while you get ready.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these
Wait,
before.
you want me to shoot this?
No, I want you to clean the toilet with it.
You can switch between two equipped weapons by pressing Z.
Stupid person. Point. And shoot. Not even pointing. Shooting. Just don't blow somebody's heads off, will they?
Your weapon has an alternate fire mode. The effect of this mode...
See, that's how it's done, gentlemen.
I get it. That gives me a lot more control.
Don't shoot and point when someone's standing there.
Wow, thanks. That feels a lot better.
You're welcome.
They're right behind me.
Ooh. And she didn't even ladder her tights. That's skill. Romulans, you can outrun them. They've got bigger legs.
Heads up! The Taurians are attacking!
Yes, get them. Don't put your spears up. How anybody could survive that?
We need to get these people to safety, Lieutenant. The Taurians will be back, and in greater numbers.
These people to safety. Get me back to the ship. Throw pointy sticks at me. And apparently they can go straight through me. That's painful. Go on. You two can be weapon fodder. Run away! Oh no, I need to tell more people, don't I? Tell more people. The ones that are apparently scientists, but are absolutely doing nothing but standing there. Stupid one. Stupid you. Yes, retreat is the good option. Oh yeah, that went really up, didn't it?
Lieutenant, we've held them off so far because they're scared of our weapons. But I don't think that'll last much longer. We've got to fall back to the wreckage. I might have an idea.
Ooh. Yes, let's fall back into this big part of the ship that is a lot more safe.
Shut the doors! They're right behind us!
Yes, mother. Surprised it still work.
Okay. Last time I was here, Commander Scott, electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can pull something like that off here?
Wow, should do. This thing did have shields. Apparently it's in enough piece to actually work. That's a lady. Let's go. Don't more. Whatever you do, not make more of yourselves.
You did it! Lieutenant, it worked! Bless you, Scotty, wherever you are. I think we owe you a very nice bottle of scotch.
Indeed.
The Taurians ambushed us. I managed to escape, but the others... they've been taken. We've got to do something, and fast!
Don't leave anybody
I
behind.
was thinking, we can use our tricorders to track residual heat signatures left by the Taurians.
Ooh. Well, they're big enough to produce enough heat. Because then they're primitive, you could just most likely go off by the smell. Just follow their big, massive footprints. Ooh, there's one. Ow. I think I've worked it out. I'm not human. I think I'm a machine. I can just reroute damaged systems. I must be able to, because I can't survive that. No one can. Ow. I must be a very, very more durable version of Data. That's what it is, yes. Yeah, that's not very nice, making that little noise when I get impaled by something. Oh, well, they've mastered fire. That's good, and bones. Lots and lots of bones. Oh, so you weren't low. No, this is an alien, so technically being their bloke are actually winning. That beard could be a sign of their bearded lady sort of thing. Damsel in distress, I must say. Oh, you've got red shirt, so he won't last long.
Thanks for coming back for us, sir. We owe you one. Pretty sure those things were gonna have us for dinner.
Aren't those earrings a bit too big? Come on, time to leave.
Fascinating. The Taurians appear to be in a late Stone Age state of development.
Now isn't the best time for an anthropology lecture, Skial.
Yes, if you want, we can leave you behind and you can study them from inside their stomachs as you're slowly being digested. More sticks.
Am I seeing things? Because those guys picking through the wreckage sure look like Klingons. Just what are Klingons doing on Taurus 2?
Looking for high-quality salvage? I could sell them some. Hey, would you like to make some money? I can give you some good quality salvage. Oh, crap, no. I want to sell it. I could make lots of money from it.
Enemies sometimes drop items. An item has dropped for you. Move toward the item and press
Looks
F
like they
to
aren't in the
loot
mood
it.
for questions, Lieutenant.
That's not bad.
Is that a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data. Huh. My little sister's diary was harder to decrypt.
You
Sure,
looked at your sister's
Klingons
diary?
are good at fighting, but computers aren't their strong suit. And voila! One Klingon pad, unlocked and ready for your inspection.
I'll take that.
Captain Core, your plan has worked perfectly, sir. Many ships have fallen into our trap.
Eyebrows on
We've
him.
snared a few merchant ships and a Starfleet science vessel so far. You'll be pleased to hear that we're picking up a Federation cruiser on long-range sensors. Constitution class. Time to hunt bigger game. Glory to the Empire!
Not very honorable.
Looks like the Klingons are using both guile and brute force here, Lieutenant. A pretty potent combination. The captain's definitely going to want to hear about this.
Oh, let's go to it then, shall we? Ooh, oh. Take this and your big eyebrows.
Let's get back to the shuttle before more of them show up.
I missed my split beam. Attack forward, friendlies. Come on, let's get out of here. I've got sand in my boots.
We're ready to go when you are. Hope this thing's got enough fuel to get us back to the ship.
I hope so. Else why did we bring it down here?
Are you ready to board the shuttle, Lieutenant?
Yes. Don't we start where we need to light the way before being chucked out first? We should have checked.
We made it. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a shuttle bay.
We were just in one.
I admit I had my doubts in the beginning. Didn't think I'd hold it together down there. Every time I heard those things roar. But here I am. Thanks for believing in me.
I didn't really get a choice in the matter. I would have left you here. That doesn't sound good. And that definitely sounds good.
Bridge to shuttle bay. Please respond. We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant. We've been boarded. The Klingons have breached the hull on the engineering deck and blocked our access. Since I can't send security in, I need you to secure the deck.
On it, sorry.
Start with the engineering lab. We need to bring our plasma relays back online. After that, secure the armory and main engineering.
Wouldn't we better to secure the engineering so we don't blow the ship up too early?
I'm remembering an old Earth adage about leaping from frying pans into fires. Your orders, Lieutenant?
Stay in the frying pan. Those are your orders.
I'll cover you while you clear out the lab, Lieutenant.
You were just standing there. Why doesn't it go?
Shut down our primary plasma conduits. Get them running, fast.
Take that.
Plasma conduits reinitialized. Auxiliary power restored. Now clear out that armory.
I knew what I did, but it's something. Dramatic dying pose. Hey, hands off.
Making damage detected.
They're in an army with rifles.
Shield losing power.
Stupid Klingon.
Great work. Secure engineering next, if you can.
Personally, I would have secured engineering first, because it's stupid bloke together.
We've cleared the rest of the deck, Lieutenant.
Now to engineering.
Bridge to engineering. Please respond. Nice work. Internal sensors showed you had secured the engineering deck. Check the power relays for the weapon systems. Looks like the...
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career.
Yes, we always know that. More buttons.
Weapon power relays are up and running. Charge all phaser banks. I need you on the bridge, Lieutenant.
I've got weapons to shoot. Come on, here we go. Someone call...
Sir, incoming transmission.
I know you. Somewhere.
Federation starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
I think they're hostile.
Good work, Lieutenant. The Klingons will think twice before they try to board this ship again. Now take the helm. We need to get to a friendly sector.
That's this mission clearly done. And we've got her. Aha. How lovely. Well, I think we'll keep it at here. Short episode. Good introduction to the 23rd century of Starfleet. So, this will hopefully be a new series as well. I know it will be replacing Doom for this day, sadly. I had some recording problems. And I don't know where I put the file. But the minute I find it, it'll be put back up. So until then, like, subscribe, enjoy, and leave a comment or two. See if it's actually getting improved. Until next time. Thank you. Bye.